Hi everyone, it's Jennifer Nicole Lee, and welcome to the JNL show. And I am so thrilled because I have the most amazing photographer on my show today. I'm talking about Ronson Originals. We're getting ready to have our fourth photo shoot, which is named Scream Louder because our last photo shoot was called Scream, and we were like, what are we going to name this one? Scream Louder, people. We're going to make you yell. And I want to give a giveaway before I bring them on. The last person, watch the video until the entire end because I want to make sure that you are included in the giveaway because I'm doing a Fashion Wars giveaway and a Makeup Wars giveaway. We're going to be giving away a pair of Privé Revaux glasses that JLo wear, plus so many other things. So just make sure you email the Jennifer Nicole Lee at gmail.com and say, I watched the Ronson and JNL show. I want to win. And you do that through the website. Actually, go through the website, jennifernicolee.com. Okay, without further ado, I want to bring on Ronson Originals. He is the man behind these amazing photos, the campaign that has shut down the entire industry, and I am so excited. What about this one, Jolted JNL? So thrilled to be right here now doing this show. So Ronson, come on and say hi to everyone for me.
Hello, how's everybody doing out there in JNL land?
I love it. I love it. Well, you know what? This is going to be on YouTube, and this is going to be also on LinkedIn and also on Facebook. So we want to say hi to each and every one of you guys. I want to start with your question for me because I know you had 5 questions and I have 5 questions. So we're going to go back and forth.
Yes, I'm going to start off with the first question I have is what do you want to accomplish in the next photo shoot that you already indicated, Scream Louder?
Oh my God. Well, you know, with our last photo shoots, they've just made such a successful, like, just vibration in all areas, magazines, campaigns, online, website. Now I want to really have a solid headshot. As you guys know, I'm really excited to announce that I have my SAG after card, that I've joined the union, and that's been years in the making. I was in a movie featuring Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, directed by Michael Bay, and it was called Pain and Gain, filmed here in Miami. And from there, I was Taft Heart Lead, and when I was Taft Heart Lead, I was able to be SAG AFTRA. So I just had to fill out the paperwork, which I finally did. So I'm excited to announce that we'll be doing a headshot. And I want people to see that headshot in Hollywood, in Atlanta, which is a big filming town as well, here in Miami, tons of productions to do TVs, commercials, and stuff like that. So I want to achieve that and just really push the envelope, Ronson. You know, you are my favorite photographer, and I love when we shoot together. So that's what I want to achieve. I'm excited because we're going to be also doing Makeup Wars and also, you know, the fitness artist brand that I just created. Like I said, also Fashion Wars. So much. And I mean, I could go on and on and on, but I'm going to ask you a question now to give you some airtime here. How did Ronson Originals start?
Well, I'm going to give you the short version of that. Basically, Ronson Originals started from frustration. It started out of frustration because a lot of people were taking my pictures and they were reposting my pictures, and they were even saying that they're the ones that took my picture.
Oh, man.
And I really started to get frustrated about it. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to leave this social media alone. And I went to bed frustrated and angry and mad and all these different emotions. And the Lord met me in my dream, and he said, I want you to go back and start your social media over again. This time I want you to start it by the name Ronson Original, because what they're doing is a carbon copy and you are the original.
Ooh, I love that. You know, people, I agree. You know, people say that when people knock off your work, it's a compliment. No, I think it's called theft. You know, and even your lighting and your photos, even the way you position your models, it's all copyright material because that's something that you own. It's your intellect, and I see it all the time, and I'm no stranger to it, and I love your story, and thank you for sharing that with me. And now everyone knows how Ronson Original started. Your work was so good that people were knocking it off, and God revealed, you know what, go back and name your stuff Originals because everyone else is a what? Carbon copy. All right, I'm ready for your next question.
Well, you kind of got into my second question. I was going to ask you about the SAG, and what were your goals and your intentions while you have your SAG card now. And a
Yes.
lot of people don't know that in the industry now, you can't just do modeling. You have to do
Yes.
modeling and acting as well. So
Yes.
expound a little bit about that, the importance of the SAG card.
Well, a lot of people that know me, you don't really know the whole picture because, I mean, you guys might see me on social media, but every day I'm filming live at JNL Global Studios, whether it's a live workout or a live beauty webinar or a makeup how-to video. So I'm so
Yes.
used to being in front of the camera. And what I want to accomplish is now to be cast in major motion pictures with a bigger budget, to rub elbows with other actors and actresses who love their profession and found their passion, to be in commercials, and to also work with heavy hitting producers who have a string of hits on their resume and underneath their belt, and larger scaled high budget productions, because the time is now. It's now or
Yes.
never. And I got real with myself and I said, I love what I'm doing. It's great. But you know what? I've been Taft Heart Lead since 2012. That's 6 years ago. I don't know why I've not joined the union. And when you do that, you're now in the Rolodex of all the producers and the directors and the
Yes.
casting. Oh, you get what I'm saying. I could go on and on. So, those are my intentions to do that, because I love doing a project once and then getting a residual check in the
Yes.
mail for the entirety of while that production is still selling. So just for instance, when I was in Pain and Gain, it was a major blockbuster movie with some heavy A-listers. I'm still receiving residual checks for that role, and I was just 4 days on set. I had my own dressing room little bus. What is it called? Where you go into the little, it's called the what?
The
Dressing room,
green.
green room, yeah. And it was actually in a RV, and it was just mine, and it was really cool. And just from those 4 days of work, I'm still getting residual checks. So I believe that's working smarter, not harder. And plus, it's just so much fun to be on a huge production. That was with Paramount Pictures, so I'm excited to be on their Rolodex,
Yes.
on their and to receive quarterly checks for them. So I could go on and on about that. So now it's my time to ask you. This is great because our dots collided. It was like two universes collided when we finally met on Instagram. But this is a good question. I want everyone to know, how long have you really and truthfully been promoting in me and believing me and kind of following me?
Well, that's a great question, and the answer is also in your book,
Yes.
your 14th book, and that we go all the way back to the MySpace days. Okay, all the
Mm-hmm.
way back to when Tom was your number one friend and your first friend.
I love it.
And
Shout
so
out to Tom.
I came across your picture, and that was well over 11 years.
Wow.
I came across one of your pictures, and I was like, wow, who is this gorgeous woman right here? And so I just felt compelled to put you up as my default picture,
Thank
and I started
you.
posting your pictures, and then all these other celebrities started coming behind me and posting pictures wanting that same promotion that I was giving you.
Wow. See that? Amazing. The power of social media. And isn't it cool, Ronson, that we have been here before social media? A lot of people can't even grasp and wrap their head around how life would be without social media. And it's so neat that we, like-minded individuals, passionate about our work, found each other through MySpace. And I really didn't even know you until last year or so, right? Until we met on Instagram. I think I was doing a live and you came on and I saw your page and I was like, wow, he's a mega believer if I've ever seen one. And now, we're like best friends, which I love. And I'm so excited about
Yes.
working together, collaborating together. I feel like I'm your muse and you're like the artist, and we bounce back and forth ideas. But when we come together, it just naturally gets crazy because, like, look at the books that just came out. Look at the magazines. There's a whole pile of them. There's so many that they just fell on the floor.
Right.
I can't even start. Let me see if I can pick one up here. Look at this. I mean, this was amazing. And now, talking about people knocking off ideas, we see a lot of people now coming through the paper.
Right.
No shade. I'm just saying
That,
what it is. It's a
that's
fact.
real.
No,
That's
that's
real.
the tea, folks. That's real. So again, and just to see that this has been amazing, how we together can create masterpieces. So I love that question. So I'm going to put the ball back in your court. You can ask me a question now.
Okay, I'm
So
going
much
to
fun.
ask you, Jennifer Nicole Lee or JNL.
Yes.
Um, So how do you conquer? No, like basically you conquered the fitness industry, you
Yes.
conquered the modeling industry. You have 92 magazine covers. You're a bikini champion, back-to-back crown Miss Diva for
Yeah.
2 years in a row. Uh, the queen of the webcam for live
Uh-huh.
streaming workout, 15 books, best-selling author,
Wow.
92 magazine front covers worldwide in
Wow.
Germany and Russia. What's next for Jennifer Nicole Lee?
Wow, well, you've really done your research. I'm doing a quick little live here, doing an interview with Ronson Originals' new web show going on live at jnlyoutube.com. He just asked a really good question. Say hi to everyone, Ronson.
Hey, how's
Hey,
everybody doing?
hey. So excited. So I'm going to sign off now and answer this question. The whole show will be available at jnlyoutube.com. All right, so I'm excited. I feel like the next part of my chapter is to continue what I'm doing, but on a larger scale. And
Right.
I got the practice. I go live every day. I was just on NBC's live TV, and a lot of people get nervous, but that's when I become alive, and that's when I become like I feel like I'm living my true self, and I'm passionate. So I want to just see that the future. There's no limits to what we can do. There's people say the sky's the limit. There really is no limit when you put your mind to it and you have good people around you.
Absolutely.
So I really believe that the time is now to really push my own envelope and just to rip up the envelope. There is no envelope. There's just, goals. I believe in goal setting, so I feel like what is next is fashion wars. I love fashion. I have a black belt in shopping, as you know. You saw the photo shoots
Absolutely.
when we do our photo shoots. There's clothes flying here, clothes
Everywhere.
flying there. There's shoes over there. I have to start doing a garage sale. I think online because I got so much. I can't even swim in it. Makeup wars. Working with major brands, in the makeup industry, in the
Yes.
film industry, in the clothing industry. I love, Jeffree Star, Patrick Star, Lime Crime, Fendi, Chanel, Gucci, and just to continue to build my brand, JNL by Rogiani, and also to power up and collaborate with other like-minded brands and companies worldwide. So that's a great question, and I love that you've done your research. You know me better than anyone, really.
Well, I was on your Instagram the other day, and I saw that you were friends with Jeffree Star. And
Yes.
a lot of famous people are following you, and how's that whole thing
You
with
know,
Heidi Klum for instance.
wow.
You network with her. You're in the same
Yes.
magazine with Ocean Drive. Tell us about that experience.
You know what? It's really neat to say that these people you look up to and really admire are now like almost your colleagues. And I believe that we all start somewhere, and we all have the opportunity to work as hard as we want. And just like you, Ronson, when you wake up from the time you hit the bed, and I don't even think you sleep because when you sleep, ideas come to you. You're like me. Your brain is always on. Your people that you look up to will start becoming your colleagues and your friends and people you network with and do business with. So I think it's awesome that now through the power of just hard work, putting it out there, producing. We are both producers. Everything you see around me, I produced and created. I wasn't waiting on anyone to give me a project or production. I created the JNL Global Studios. We created Joel, the JNL. Everything we've done, we created ourselves, being a producer. So I love it that now I can say eye to eye, toe to toe to these other major brands and celebrities and personalities that, I understand your life. It's nonstop. Going back to you, I have a question for you. This kind of parlays into that. You are the Mecca King Don of photography. I mean, look, you are the most published photographer that I've ever worked with. By the way, I have to show this to you. This just came in the mail today, Ronson. This just came in the mail today.
Wow.
Yes, so watch this. I mean, literally, like moments before. Look what just came in the mail. Let me show this to
Hey,
everybody. Bam, bam,
awesome.
bam. Right? Look at that.
Awesome.
So this just to show you, this is the what issue is this? This is the September issue.
For
Okay,
awesome.
and we're right
Awesome.
there. You shot that. So we're like, it's like we can't even keep up with our own work. It's like a snowball effect. So I'm gonna ask you, what are some of the best photo shoots of little Omi JNL and why?
Well, that's a great question. I would say the first photo shoot that meant something to me.
Yes.
It all means something to me, but But this one was more personal because it was my actual first time meeting you. My
Yes.
daughter and I came down to Columbus, Ohio, and it was
Yes.
the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic,
Classic.
and we were able to, we were able to just do the whole photo shoot with you there.
Yep.
Um, the funny
That
thing
was
about that, Kristen,
huge. Yeah.
is some of the pictures that wasn't taken on my professional camera, but my daughter took them on a cell phone,
Yeah.
meant a lot to me because that was the first time that I met you and the first time that we had taken a picture together. So
That
that
was so
that meant
cool.
something to me. And of course, the last photo shoot that we did together, the screen photo shoot, was just phenomenal.
Oh,
Phenomenal.
it broke some records, okay?
Yes.
That photo shoot broke some records because from that 3 day photo shoot, things happened that we didn't even plan on it. Miracles, straight up miracles, a book, okay? Magazine
Absolutely.
covers, Russian magazine covers, and huge website campaigns. I mean,
Right.
and videos and so much. And to go back to our first photo shoot when we first met, that was epic too because we met for the first time. And it was so cool
Right.
because at the hotel I stayed at, they actually had a conference room and we transformed it into a photo shoot room, a studio. And I
Right.
was so impressed by you and your daughter. Shout out to India Raven, independent recording artist. Love you, big fan. You and her like moved the production studio in your vehicle all the way here, and that touched my heart. And we created some beautiful photos, and then we just grew from there. So, and now leading up to this one, so I'm like, how can we even outdo ourselves? I don't even know
Well,
how.
that's that's a great question, and I do have an answer for you.
Okay.
You can do things on the earth, and then you can do things in the heavens. And so now we're
Yes.
moving from the earth realm to the
Yes.
heaven realms for this photo shoot.
Yes, I believe it. Divine intervention, for real. No, for
Absolutely.
real. I mean, I have a story behind every photo we took, like the one me holding up the cell phone. That was not planned, by the way, because someone kept on ringing up my phone. I was like, told my assistant, bring me the phone. Who's calling me? I'm in production. I'm taking photo shoots. I was a little bit ticked off, but it ended up working out because I was like, then, aha, with the photos, with me, my website. And it was like one of the biggest ads that we ran a lot of. So it all worked out. So great questions. I think you have another question for me.
Yes, I do. Let me find my sheet over here and see which one I'm going on right now.
Yep, I think it's
Let's
number
see.
4. We did
Number
number 4,
4.
right?
You were on NBC TV.
Yes.
You were on. You affected the masses.
Uh-huh.
You was on HSN.
Love HSN,
Years.
QVC.
Um, what do you feel about going into TV now? I mean, I remember you basically for the ab roller, and
Yes. Oh, that was a huge hit.
commercial. And I remember telling my wife, like, I want you to buy me one of those because they were real popular in Youngstown, Ohio. And
Yes.
so I was seeing you all the time in Youngstown, Ohio. They had you on TV all the time.
Yeah,
You know,
they ran a lot of media. They put a heavy marketing budget behind that. So to answer your question, yes, I was just on NBC TV Live, and we did some really cool neck exercises for the viewership, and they have a very huge, heavy-hitting viewership, a lot of millions of households. HSN QVC, the number one buying TV where you can just buy. It's like you shop as you watch TV. Love them. I was on HSN a
yeah,
lot. And now QVC London, actually went to London, England, and was on QVC London, which was really cool. I just love being on live TV. Also, just even on movies. And I love it because the excitement, the adrenaline rush. And also, I am an artist. I really had an epiphany. A lot of people have a midlife crisis. I am having midlife awakenings. That's why I created the whole
I
fitness
get.
artist. Because not only do I love fitness, but there's so many other dimensions to what we do, Ronson.
Absolutely.
Film, photography, retouching, all of that is an art form. Producer, productions, recording artist with your daughter, managing her. And I'm going back to what I was saying. I am an artist, so not only do I love live TV, but all forms of entertainment. Being able to touch someone, evoking positive emotions out of them, that is truly an art form. So I hope I answered your question.
Yes, absolutely. And here's the thing, like I was thinking about you and I and how we connect so well. Like there's certain things that I might be thinking about, and then you might say them, and then vice versa.
Yes.
And I'll give you a
Yes.
perfect example. We both have gold and black on today. You see
Wow.
my gold back
Is
here?
this wild? Yeah, I love that gold shiny chair.
That,
And look,
that's
gold
that's
and
it.
gold.
It's the perfect example of how we don't even talk about certain things, but
Yes.
we're on the same wave pattern a lot of times.
Yep, we are. We're vibrating of the same wavelength. Absolutely. We are like just cut from the same cloth, as I say.
Well, since I'm going pretty good with my questions, let me ask you another
Yeah,
question.
perfect.
Um, who would you like to work with in the industry as far as actors and actresses
Wow.
on the silver screen? Some of the people I know, The Rock was one of yours. You went to
Yes.
see J Lo in real life. You know, I
Oh,
know he was,
wow.
tell me a little bit about who would you like to collaborate and work with.
Well, now since I'm getting my SAG after card and it's actually going to be in the mail, and when you come here to Miami for our next photo shoot, which is going down, I don't want to spill the beans, but the cat's going to have to come out of the bag a little bit. Scream louder. We're going to be we're in pre-production now, building the looks, building the sets. We'll be shooting. You come in on the 22nd. We'll be shooting 23rd, 24th, 25th. So people know, don't be blowing up my phone during these times because I'm off
Right.
the radar at work. This is not I mean, we are focused. So, I
Absolutely.
would love to work with heavy hitters such as The Rock, J Lo, I love her, Mark Wahlberg, Leonardo DiCaprio, Angelina Jolie, Jennifer
Yes.
Lawrence, Emma Watson, Mila Kunis, Halle Berry. Hello, I know you're a big Halle Berry fan. She is
Absolutely.
phenomenal. And Priyanka Chopra. So women of color, women of different nationalities,
Yes.
beautiful people like Angelina Jolie does so much work for other countries for needy children, and she's beautiful. Halle Berry is a beautiful woman of color, and I just love people who are making a difference in their real life. I know The Rock does a lot of charity work, so these people are making a difference, and they're also been here forever. They're established, and I would not mind also doing some indie projects as well. Anything that feels right in my gut, because the Holy Spirit, your gut instinct, God,
Yes.
whatever you want to call. I'm a God-fearing woman, so I just say Holy Spirit, God.
Right.
Whatever, God tells you is right for you, do it. And so I'm excited about all the different opportunities that are going to be coming across my desk and entertaining them and taking a chance to say, you know what, this might help me grow as an artist. This might help me grow as somebody that can really push herself, because it's all about pushing yourself. If you're not pushing yourself, you might as well just go back to bed. That's my philosophy.
Well, my next thing. I mean, this wasn't a question
Yeah.
for you to ask me. I'm gonna pretty much, entwine this in together, and I'm
Yes.
gonna ask you a question, like
Yes.
your makeup, your
Yes.
eyebrows, your makeup, your hair, attention to detail.
Yep.
Could you tell me a little bit about the makeup?
Yes, of course. And by the way, I'm doing a live Facebook real quick. By the way, I am shooting the JNL show, and I've got guest Ronson Originals on. Say hello,
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Ronson. We're getting ready for our big photo shoot. Scream Louder, the fourth one. I'm so excited.
Yes. Four.
And this episode is going to be a full episode available at jnlyoutube.com. I'm so excited to connect with each and every one of you. Big things are ahead. I got my microphone here. I got my beautiful, look at the webcam. I mean,
Absolutely.
this webcam is like HD, and we got beautiful backdrops and lighting. So this is a full production, guys. I'm here to entertain you and empower you. So stay tuned for more. Mwah, I believe in you. I would love to tell you about my makeup. Well, I just did some research. I coach, and I have a lot of people that I consult with on my team that run my website. And the biggest things were that the number two things that men buy are electronics or gaming devices or photography stuff or
That's
electronics like
correct.
laptops, yes. And women buy makeup, and it's like those are the two big verticals. So I said, wow. And I did some research. A lot of people love my fitness. That's what I'm known for. But when I was consulting and in the think tank and masterminding with my team, they were saying, Jennifer, you always do your hair and makeup because you've done all your photo shoots. Your 92 magazine covers, 90% of them you've done your hair, your makeup. You styled your outfits. You've created your looks. You know what looks good on yourself. And you had the Fitness Model Factory where you would do hair and makeup. I literally did makeup on these models.
Yes.
Me, myself. And I'm going
Right.
to put it out there. Disclaimer. Spoiler alert, I'm not a certified makeup artist, but hell, I think I have a PhD master's in it. And you don't need a little certificate. Some people go and get their little certificate printed off the internet, and they've only done makeup for 2 weeks. They don't know what to do. I have done faces that had bad acne. I've done women that were the most not photogenic, and they came in looking so, and they walked out transformation looking so sexy, so fabulous. So I started now giving my makeup tutorials on YouTube because I want to show these people how you can do it, how you could create a beautiful look on a budget, and also work with the major brands, like Wet n Wild, Fendi, Gucci, Yves Saint Laurent, all these makeup brands, Jeffree Star, Patrick Star, MAC Cosmetics, Lime Crime. I could go on and on. And I love that you asked this because that's what women are looking at because, Ronson, let's get real. We live in a selfie world. Everyone's doing selfies. Everyone's on social media. So the number one boosted thing was makeup. Women were running to the makeup counter saying, I need to look better. I need that Lumi light. I need to look good because when I do a selfie. So, I said this was a talent that I've been hiding because a lot of people know me as fitness. So for some reason, the enemy was saying, people know you as fitness, stay in that little pigeonhole. But God was saying, reveal your talents. You've always done your hair and makeup. And I had to learn long ago when I started doing all my magazine shoots and TV shoots and HSN and all the live TV shows, I could not afford $200 a pop to hire someone to do hair and makeup. And they take literally 3 hours to do hair and makeup. And I don't have 3 hours. You know me.
Right,
so I hope that answered your question. I love makeup. I love fashion. And I always style my own things. That's why I did the Fashion Wars logo and the Makeup Wars. And now we're doing the giveaways through the website, jennifernicole.com. And I just love giving back and paying it forward. So that's it. And I hope that answered your question. I hope I wasn't rambling too much.
No, it did answer the question. And I'm going to say this too. I
got
love
one more for you before we sign off, okay?
Okay.
No, go ahead. Ask me your question first.
Okay. No, I was going to add to that I noticed your fingernail color is very nice. Tell us a little bit about your nail color. Because I've never seen that color before.
This is called blue, and I think it's called euro dollars or something. I don't know why, but I did this because it adds a little pop of color, and it's a company. They actually sent me this nail color, and I'm actually wearing it. It's called OPI. And I love it because it's something different. But when we do our photo shoot, I'm going to wear nude, and I have press-on nails to change with the looks. So if you notice Beyonce, when she did her big last performance, she actually changed her nail color in between songs. Because what they do behind, they slap on those nails, the faux nails, with a little bit of that tape to transform your look, and that's what we're going to do. And I have a nail brand that sent a bunch of stuff in with different colors. Red. I love a real red pointy nail. Don't get me wrong. That is a classic look because we're doing pinup. So we're doing blue. We're going to be doing red. We're going to be doing nude. I'll have nude underneath, so this way it blends with every look. Because that's another tip. As a photographer, I know when you talk to your models, you're like, come with a nice look, nude, so that can be with everything. So I got this out of the way. So when we shoot in a couple of weeks, it's going to be boom.
I really love the French manicure.
Oh, I love that clean look too. I love it. So I have a question for you. Where do you see yourself? Me, JNL, and you, like in the next 5 years, what are we going to be doing? Some big things?
We're going to be doing some mega things.
Yes.
And I definitely see us going to the next level. We're talking Fortune 500.
Yes.
Because you know
what? When we open up these checks like this, they're going to be looking like a social security number, okay?
Right. Well, the thing is, I'm a very commercial photographer. Mm-hmm. So I like doing photography that's good for Hollywood.
Yes.
And I was talking the other day and talking about modeling. The mega capital of modeling in the world is Chicago. A lot of people don't know that.
Absolutely.
Chicago, Illinois. But I want to be able to syndicate our work through Chicago. We want to go to New York. We want to have our work in Milan, Paris, of course, Hollywood, California. And those are the mainstream avenues that we would like to just really tap into because we can get commercial too. You know what I'm saying? And you're right up there with Heidi Klum and Victoria's Secret. That's amazing. God has done amazing things for the both of us.
Oh, Ronson, thank you so much. And you know what? When the big dogs really start ringing up our phones and dialing us up through our websites, we are ready. This has been like, we're not newbies. We've been doing this for years, 15 years and counting.
Absolutely.
So when people see us and see our work, they're not taking a risk. They're not taking a gamble. This is real And this is the real deal. So I see that too. Forbes, Fortune 500. I would love to do my own makeup brand. I see it happening because I want
I
to
like
talk to
that.
women of color. You know, I'm Italian. I was made fun of my dark skin in a very small
I like that.
rural town. And I want women to know to celebrate their skin. Why not? You know, and when these checks come, they're going to be big because we're doing big things now.
Absolutely.
And also
Absolutely.
doing a lot of charity work because you got to give back. I like to be in the circle of the miracles because so many miracles happen between you and me. And when we give back and do God's work and helping those that are having a hard time, you know, that's what it's all about, you know. So I want to thank you for your time. We went 35 minutes. In closing, what do you want to say to our viewers?
Well, I want to say to the viewers that you got to get connected with JNL.
Thank
Her
you.
website, www.jennifernicolelee.com. It is phenomenal. I mean,
Oh,
it
thank
is
you.
upgraded, and there's so much that, like, literally, if you go on that website, you don't have to go on nobody else's website because it has everything that you
I
need.
got something for everybody. Come on
One-stop
in, take a
shop
seat.
website.
That's it. That's it. And we're adding new stuff as we go because I like to keep it fresh and interesting. You know, I want people to follow us and me and what we're doing for a reason, not just because I said so, but to like, oh, this is new. They're doing new things because we are
Yes.
artists, and artists, you know, we don't sleep. And you said something very pinnacle on our last closed door meeting that I think I can let people in because Ronson, you and I talk a lot. You said you're
Absolutely.
like Michael Jackson. Same thing with you. He never could sleep because his brain he's a genius. He was a
It's
genius.
constantly going.
He could not stop his brain. That's why, you know, sadly enough, he had to have maybe some things to help him sleep. And I'm not judging anyone. We all go through what we got to go through.
Right.
But you know what? That was a compliment to me because when you're an artist, people say, how did you create that? How did you think about that? I don't
Yes.
know. It's just part of my DNA. It's part of who I am. And it goes back to my very humble childhood when I had nothing on food stamps, raised with my parents were never there. My dad was gone and my mom was working 3 jobs. I had to entertain myself. I didn't have daycare. I didn't have a nanny. I didn't have expensive toys. So
Right.
what did I do? I played make believe, and I took a piece of paper and I would make it a hat. I would make it a scarf. I would make it a mirror. I was very resourceful. So my creative juices were evoked and stimulated at a very young age. It was either make believe or crawl up and die, you know, because my situation was really, really bleak growing up. So I want people out there, if you're going through something hard or tough, just guys, make it through just another day. Never give up. Look at Ronson and us. You know, nothing was handed to us, and we worked very hard. So when you work hard and you touch other people's lives along the way, you will be blessed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love how you interact with your fans.
Yeah,
You have
thank you.
thousands of followers, and I
Oh,
love how you interact with them. That's very special.
thank you so much. You know, we got to meet them halfway, you know, because there's 8 billion people on this earth. We all want to be younger. We all want to be richer. We all want to be more successful. We all want the same things. It's in our nature. So we
Yes,
got to push that to the side and say we are human beings. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And we kind of see it that way. We connect more. We become a better artist.
that's
You
correct.
see? It is. I'm giving myself chills, and I'm in this sequin jacket and getting chills.
Well,
Well, Ronson, yeah, yes, go ahead. And I want to say something. Tell us where we can follow you because people need to follow you as well, Ronson. Your social
well,
media, your website.
right now you can follow me on Instagram at
Uh-huh.
Ronson_originals, and that's an S on there, Ronson_originals. And I've been spending more time on Instagram than my own website because I have to updo my website. But
Yes.
I,
Yes,
I, I,
good.
I would direct you right to Ronson_originals for my Instagram.
I love it. I love it. And I want to say something. I'll probably be speaking for you too. You know, we're in pre-production for this 4th photo shoot called Scream Louder. If I don't respond, I love interacting with my fans and my fitness friends
Yes.
worldwide. But if I don't get back to a WhatsApp or an email, don't take it personally. I'm just super hyper focused right
Right.
now because it's very important because what you do now before a photo shoot is probably more important than after because now is the time. We're prepping up for our Super Bowl, right?
That's
So
correct.
high five to you, Ronson. Woo, 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 woo. One love worldwide. I would hate to pull the plug, yes, but I want to thank you for your time, for your friendship, for
Thanks
your
for having me.
positive energy, being a man of God, and God bless you and your family. And guys, everyone, you don't know what's in store. We're going to blow your wig off and inspire
Yes.
you and motivate you. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Please remember, this is the giveaway. Go to JenniferNicolelee.com and put in the chat box or the contact page. I watched the show with you and Ronson Originals. Absolutely loved it. I'd love to win the Fashion Wars or Makeup Wars $50 giveaway, and you will be entered to win, guys. So until next time, smile and be well, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.